Here we are on the southeast end of Cayman. This is in the British West Indies. It's in the middle of the Caribbean Sea. It's one of the most beautiful places on the face of the earth. If you've never been here, you deserve it to your family to bring them here and let them experience the beauty of God. There are blowholes, there's water, the colors are unbelievable. And it is such a pretty place. And God made this place, and the God that made this place loves you dearly, and He wants to have a relationship with you. But let me tell you a few things about water. Water is a powerful thing. For instance, a storm surge from a hurricane, moving at just 4 miles an hour, has more power than 150 miles an hour of wind. It can take more out. Water is a powerful thing. And as you look out here today, you can see that the sea is very calm. I've been out here before, and there'll be 6 to 8 foot seas out there, and it's awesome, and there's much more sound out here on those days like this. I'd just like to share a couple of Bible stories with you involving the sea. Well, actually 3. For instance, it's the 3rd day of creation when God separated the land from the waters, and all the land that was gathered together into a place, the dry land He called the earth. And then the gathering of the waters together He called seas. Now, man has a lot of names for different seas all over the ocean. I can think of in my life the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, all kinds of seas. God made them all. Now, one Bible story on the sea involves Jonah. Jonah was supposed to be headed to Nineveh, but he didn't want to go there. He went the opposite direction. He went toward Tarsus. And what happened? God caused the sea to roar and get rough, and the mariners in the boat were scared for their life, and they started casting lots to want to know what was the problem, why the sea was so against them. And Jonah spoke up and he said, "Hey fellas, it's me. I'm running from my God." Well, they decided that what do they need to do? And Jonah said, "If you'll throw me in the sea will calm down." Well, they thought about it, and they threw Jonah in the sea, and it became calm. And a big whale came up and swallowed Jonah, and 3 days later it spit him up on the seashore, and he ran to Nineveh and he preached, and the city repented. Started with the king on down to the smallest of the servants. They all repented and came to God. But another Bible story on the sea involves disciples of Jesus in a boat on the Sea of Galilee one night. Now these guys were fishermen, and a storm came up, and it began to fill the boat with water, and they began to be scared. And they woke Jesus up and they said, "Jesus, don't you care that we're going to perish?" Jesus said, "Why are you so fearful?" And Jesus went out and He looked out at the sea. He rebuked the wind and He told the sea, "Peace, be still," and it became calm. And they wondered among themselves, what manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey Him? Well, I'll tell you what kind of manner of man He is. He's the Son of God that loves you and gave Himself for the cross for you and your sins. He's the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by Him. If you'll call on Him according to the book of Romans, He will save your soul. God has a beautiful array of His handiwork all over the place. I just happen to be in the Cayman Islands, and where you live, there's the beauty and there's the glory of God. And the God that made it all, He loves you.